When are you getting married or having kids? Do your Zimbabwean parents know you live with your boyfriend? In quotes, urkuchaya mapoto. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hello, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know all the good things. Welcome back guys. Happy new year, happy 2022. I really hope you guys have been having an incredible year thus far and you have all your new year resolutions set and you have already started working towards your goals. I'm just so excited for this year guys. I'm so excited for this channel and my content, and you know, I just want to continue giving you guys things that you benefit from, things that you grow from, you know, and it's just going to be an exciting year. I can feel it. It's going to be an exciting year. So welcome back guys. Today it's another sit down video and I was thinking to myself that I've really never done a get to know me video. Like I've never just sat down with you guys and answered all your questions that you have. So I asked you guys some questions on my Instagram and you guys gave me questions, and today the video is like a new year, new me, get to know me, let me reintroduce myself kind of video. So yeah, let's get right into today's video. So I have saved all the questions that you guys sent me on Instagram and I'm just going to randomly answer them. So the first question is, do you stay with your boyfriend? Just curious. If so, how does it feel to cohabitate? The advantages and the disadvantages. So I feel like if you follow me on my Instagram, you already know the answer to this. Yes, I live with my boyfriend. We've been living together for nearly 3 years now. Yeah, I've been living with him for 3 years. Advantages, well, what are the advantages? Well, besides living with a person that you love, I think also just sharing costs, and especially sharing costs because we share everything. We have a house budget together, we have savings together, we have bank accounts together. So I think honestly that's like one of the main advantages with living with your boyfriend, the fact that you can plan, you can save, you can budget together, and also just being with the one you love. Disadvantages, to be honest, it was a struggle when we started living together because I like my things in a certain way and things just have to be the way that they are in my mind. Like the kitchen has to be as spotless as it can be, the bathroom has to smell a certain kind of way. Like I like my things in a certain way. And when we started living together, he's also a very smart guy. Like he's very clean, but you know, like boys leave clothes everywhere. Like he will remove his socks and his clothes and just leave them on the floor, or like you eat and you just leave your plates on the table and I have to be like, babe, can you pick up your plates and put them in the kitchen? So when we started living together, that used to annoy me because I felt like someone was invading my privacy. But then now, like we understand each other. He knows what puts me off, I know what puts him off, and we work together that way. And also like the other disadvantage is you know how if you are dating someone and you don't live with them, if you have a fight or they're just annoying you for some reason, they go away, you go away, you call it a day, and then like a day later you can call each other and be like, okay, let's talk about it. But when you live with your partner, if you are to have an argument, you have to be in that same spot with that person. Like you are forced to always like talk about things and not go to bed angry because you have to share a kitchen and a bathroom and a lounge and a bedroom together. So that's the other disadvantage, but I enjoy it, to be honest. I wouldn't have it any other way. I really enjoy living with my boyfriend. Okay, the second question is, would you recommend anyone to move to Brisbane from the UK, and how's the lifestyle there? So I do not live in Brisbane, I live in Sydney, and to be honest, answering this question, I'll be like answering based on my friends that live in Brisbane, and I don't think there's anything wrong with Brisbane. Like, the main advantage, to be honest, I would actually recommend someone to move to Brisbane rather than move to Sydney, because it's affordable. Like, I hear that rentals are very affordable, food is very affordable, transport is very affordable, which is different to Sydney, because rentals in Sydney, guys, like, Sydney, I feel like it's the most expensive city in the world, especially when it comes to renting and buying apartments or buying any sort of property. So I would advise someone to move from the UK, but it depends. What are you already doing in the UK? Why are you moving? Are you moving as a student? Are you going to be working? Are you moving with family? Like, the question is not very specific, but if you're asking if moving to Brisbane is like an ideal location to move to, then certainly I would recommend. I'm actually considering moving from Sydney, because life in Sydney is very expensive, guys. It's extremely expensive. Next question is, you guys have so many questions. I really hope that I'm going to get through all these questions. The next question is, why did you choose accounting? So I've always been very passionate about accounting. I knew I wanted to be an accountant when I was in Form 1. Yeah, when I started my Form 1 at St. Dominic's, I knew I wanted to do accounting. Actually, my cousin Kudzi, I don't know if she's going to be watching this video, but my cousin Kudzi, who was like 2 years older than me, was very passionate about accounting. She was studying accounting, and like, I would see her studying and she'd be like going all debit the receiver, credit the giver, pals and all, and I just found that interesting. So when I was in Form 1, I knew that I wanted to do accounting, and accounting is like second nature to me. I find it easy, I find it exciting, you know. I'm just passionate, so that's why I chose to study accounting, and that's why I'm working as an accountant. And next question is, when did you start getting into fitness? Guys, fitness is like a newly found passion for me. Growing up, I was always like a bookie. Like at school, I never used to do sports. I never really used to do like much out of school. I'm that person that you'd always find studying. I didn't have much of a social life back home in Zimbabwe. And one thing my father always used to say to me growing up was, you are a liability in the family, because all my siblings are very active. They have awards from school for like running, tennis, rugby, cricket. Like, all my other siblings are very, very active, like when it comes to sports, but I wasn't. I was just gifted when it comes to academics. So when I came to Australia and I met my boyfriend, he's the one who introduced me to fitness. I remember the first time I was ever in the gym, it was with him, and I knew nothing. And one thing he's always saying is like, you don't know how to jump, you don't know how to run. Like, he's always making fun of all my moves because it's new to me. I never used to run, I never used to do high jumps, I never used to do anything with my body physically. So fitness is a newly found thing, and I really enjoy it. I just enjoy how it makes me feel, you know, like after the gym or after a good workout or after a run, I feel like I'm doing something special for myself, not for anyone else, but for myself. So yeah, fitness it's actually a new thing, guys. I never used to be into any type of movement with my body, not at all. This one says, what are your hobbies? I think you guys already know. I love to cook. Like, cooking is a passion, guys. If I could just quit my job and start my little cafe or like a catering company, you never know, it might happen one of these days. So I'm very passionate about cooking. Cooking makes me happy. When I make a meal, you know, I love to host. Whenever I have people over and I'm making food and I'm seeing people happy, that just makes me happy. So I love to cook. I love singing. I love working out. What else? Yeah, I think those are my 3 hobbies. Oh, I love making content. Yes, I love making content. It's a hobby for me. Making content is not like my main source of income. I actually do not make any money from making content, but I know soon I will start doing so if I am consistent. But yeah, my 3 main hobbies: cooking, fitness, singing. Moving on to the next question. The next question says, what keeps your relationship with your boyfriend strong? Communication, guys. I always say this to every person who asks me this question. Communication is key in a relationship. If you can't communicate with each other, then you're not going anywhere, because there'll come times when like you don't agree. There'll come times when you have massive disagreements, or there'll come times when you think the other person is not happy with you, but the other person is not happy with something else that does not concern you. So communication is very important because it helps you guys to understand each other, and it's one thing that has really massively like made me closer to my boyfriend. He is not like that much of a talker. I am the talker in the relationship, and if anything doesn't feel right, I'm always like, babe, let's talk about this. Why do you think this has happened? What could we have done better? So communication is honestly the most important thing for us in our relationship, and I feel like that's what has made us to remain strong for, I've been with this guy for a long time. We're turning 3 years in March, but we've been friends since 2017, since I came to Australia. So communication is what has really kept us going throughout all these years. And the next question is, when are you coming back to Zimbabwe? Guys, I have been wanting to come back home. I miss my family. I miss my parents. I miss my mom. I miss the food, you know. I miss eating sadza, neka nice cafe, neka beef stew. I miss home, and I really want to come back home, but at the moment I can't travel because of COVID restrictions. I can't even imagine coming back home because of how things are at the moment in Australia with all these travel restrictions. But as soon as I can travel out of Australia, the first place we are going to is Zimbabwe. And my mom has been saying to me, when are you coming home? Guys, since 2017 when I came to Australia, I haven't been home. I haven't seen my family. It's been so long, and it really hurts, you know. I've missed so many birthdays. I've missed so many milestones in my siblings' life, and it really hurts, you know. Like sometimes I feel like when I'm talking to my siblings, I feel like I'm not a part of their lives anymore because I'm not there, you know. Like conversations are not as intimate. Even though we are talking over the phone, they're not as intimate. So it breaks my heart, guys. Like it really it really breaks my heart. But as soon as I can travel, my first flight is going to be back home. I need to be home. I need to be home. I need to be home. So yeah, very soon, very soon I'll be traveling back home. And the next question is, what's on your vision board this year? Money. Money. I really want to continue working on being financially stable. This year my boyfriend and I, we are really like going to be pushing on our investment portfolio, like growing our share investments, growing our savings, being more mindful of what we spend our money on. This year really is like goal-getting for me financially. Like I need at the end of this year for me to be like, I am worth a certain amount of money, and that's really going to come through budgeting, being responsible when it comes to money, being mindful when it comes to money, not just like spending on every other dress I see or any pair of shoe I see, you know, just being mindful. And I want to continue to grow when it comes to my YouTube channel. I want to create content for you guys that you benefit from. You know, I want my videos to be videos that you guys get excited about, because you know that you're going to learn something, you know that you're going to develop, you know. So I want to create content for you guys that is meaningful. And I also want to continue to grow spiritually, you know, to grow to know God more, to have a more intimate relationship with God, and to have more intimate relationships with my friends and my family. And I want to continue to work on like my fitness, being consistent, eating well, no takeaways every other day, because that really happens sometimes. But yeah, that's my vision board this year. I want to completely grow and develop as a person, because I'm growing, guys, and I need to make changes in my life that are going to benefit me like 10 years down the line. So this year I'm maturing. I'm maturing, that's what I should say. Next question is, hey guys, when are you getting married? When are you getting married or having kids? Yep, this is the question that my mom has been asking me, and my boyfriend's mom has been asking us, when are you guys getting married? Guys, to be honest, it's all in God's hands. Like whenever God has said this is the right time for you, that is when it's going to happen. I don't have a certain age that I've said to myself, by this age I should be married, by this age I should have kids. If God says it's this year for you, then this year I will be getting married. If God says when you turn 30, that is when it's going to happen for you, then when I turn 30, that's when it's going to happen to me. Like I don't want to set a certain age or a certain time frame for myself, because I don't want to end up putting pressure on myself or putting pressure on my boyfriend so that they meet these expectations that I would have set for myself. So when it comes to such things, you guys, I don't have a time frame. I don't have a certain age when it's meant to happen for me. But if it would happen tomorrow, I'll become a wifey. If it happens in 5 years time, I will still be happy with that, because I do not have any expectations. If you do not have expectations, then you will never be disappointed. But if you set expectations, then you will be disappointed, and I don't want that. So whenever God has said that's the right time for me, then that's when it's going to happen for me. And then next question, you guys, do your Zimbabwean parents know you live with your boyfriend? In quotes, Urkuchaya Mapoto. hope this is not too much. That word Mapoto, you guys, that sounds too real. Yes, not my parents, my father does not know. If my father would know, he would be on the next flight to Australia, and he will kill me if he would know that I live with my boyfriend. But my mom knows that I live with him, and I guess she's okay with it. But yes, my mom knows, my dad doesn't know. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like when you don't live around your parents, like if I was in Zimbabwe, this would not be happening, trust me. If I was back home, it would be, I would not even be thinking about it, because you're home and your parents are around you, and I don't know, it's some sort of like respect, because your parents are there and you don't want them to be looking at you every other day and being like, oh, so you guys actually living together. But because I live so far away, guys, I guess there's nothing they can do. Even if they had a problem with it, there's nothing that they'll be able to do. So I guess because I'm so far away from home, it's okay. She's never really like been like, oh, why do you guys live together? She has never raised any concerns. So, but my father does not know. Please, and I hope that he does not watch my videos. Oh my god, I hope he doesn't watch my videos. And then the last question is it easier to get a spouse visa to Australia compared to a student visa? I always say this to people, a student visa is the easiest way to come to Australia, because they can never deny you a student visa. So a student visa is way easier, but a spouse visa is not even that hard to get to, as long as you can prove that you and the person that you're applying to be under, like the spouse that you have, you can prove that you guys have been together, you can prove that you are genuinely in a relationship, then it's easy to get a spouse visa. But a student visa is completely the easiest way to come to Australia. And those were your questions, guys. I really hope that I gave you guys the answers you were looking for. I was as honest as I could be, and I actually really enjoyed some of your questions, guys. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I can't wait to see you guys in my next one, but till my next video, guys, bye.